Hey gamers, it's K-Wing here, bringing you Batman Month Episode 4 and Review 72 of Batman Return of the Joker for the NES. Let's get started, shall we? Story for this game. Now, when we last saw the Joker, he was trying to escape Batman by Joker Copter. However, the weight of the gargoyle proves too much for the clown Prince of Crime and pulls him down. Thus, Joker makes a big impression on the ground below. As the police gather around Joker's body, a sound of quiet laughter draws Commissioner Gordon ever so closer. That's how it happened in the movie, anyway. The end result? Joker died. Now, at the end of Batman the video game, Batman punches Joker off the cathedral and gets his revenge against his parents' killer. So, in both cases, we all know the Joker's dead, right? Then how in the world did he come back from the dead? It just doesn't make any sense. Not like many games from the 80s or early 90s made sense anyway. Oh well, concept for this game. With Joker planning to give Gotham a wedgie in crime, Batman has to set out to make sure the Joker stays gone this time. Batman has a bunch of weapons he can pick up, like the end gun, the Batarang gun, the Shuriken gun, the cannon gun, and whatever the heck this gun is, it makes a bloop 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 sound effect, and it does that really cool brrrr. This game is a generic side-scrolling platform shoot-'em-up game, and Return of the Joker reminds me so very much of Contra. Hang on a second. Hey gamers, it's K-Wing here, bringing you the review of the classic Batman Contra for the NES from 1991. See how well that works? Okay, from this point on, gamers, this game is Batman Contra. Look at it, it's Contra, but with Batman. Now, where was I? Blasted ADD. As you can see, Batman Contra mixes different gaming genres into one fairly decent gaming experience. You have, of course, your platforming elements like Mario, where you have to jump around all the time and interact with the stage and stuff like that. Then you have the shoot-'em-up game elements from Contra and other shoot-'em-up games where you have to basically destroy everything in order to progress through the level, from enemies to boxes to obstacles, you name it, you blast it and you blow it up. And there you go. So the game consists of basically 7 levels, and at the end of each stage you have to fight a boss. Yeah, there's something new. Until you come face to face with the Joker once more. Yep, I definitely got this right by saying it's Batman Contra. Just look at this boss fight with the Joker. Can anybody say, rip off? Still, the game is pretty cool, even if it's a Contra clone. Controls for this game. Okay, Batman can shoot stuff with the B button, and he can jump by pressing the A button. He can also perform a bat slide by pressing down on the gamepad and the A button at the same time. And there you have it, folks. That's pretty much the controls for Batman Contra. I do have to say that Batman Contra does control pretty well, although Batman cannot shoot in multiple directions like in other Contra games. I guess the developers just got kind of lazy, or they just wanted to throw Batman and Contra together. One more thing I forgot to mention about this game is Batman 2 can charge his shots just like in Mega Man. All you do is hold in the B button. Now, for these stages, what you do is you move Batman around with the gamepad and then just shoot stuff like you would in R-Type or other space shooter type games. Now, when you're a kid, you don't really see how many elements that this Batman game really did steal from other really great NES games like Contra and Mega Man. And then they just kind of slap the name Batman in front of it. Okay, now see those orbs, those bug-looking things? They're not health. They actually are power-ups that turn Batman into a Super Saiyan. Well, I mean, he's yellow and stuff. Basically, Batman's completely invincible and he has unlimited shots, and they shoot out rapid fire. Okay, time for the design for this game. Return of the Joker, or Batman Contra if you will, has some very impressive visuals for an 8-bit game, that is. The cathedral this time is really awesome. Check out the different colors and the moving background and the detail of the gargoyles and the bridge that Batman is standing on. Now, Batman Contra has really designed stages, whether chasing after the blimp or avoiding being electrocuted in the factory, or the snow stage is pretty cool. The snow looks, well, like snow, and the crypt stage with the collapsing ceiling and lava below reminds me of Super Mario Bros. 3, except with Batman. Many reviewers and critics say that the sewers is the most detailed and awesome NES stage ever made. Batman's character model looks like Batman, and just about all the stages are very nicely made. But my favorite stage isn't the sewers with all the murky duty water, it's the train. And the train reminds me of a Turtles Game Boy game, and the turtles themselves, because the enemies look like, well, turtles. Okay, time for the history for this game. After watching my review of Batman the video game on the NES, you would know that of course Return of the Joker is its direct sequel. Now, Return of the Joker mixed both elements from the '89 Batman movie and of course the comics. Now, Batman Return of the Joker, or Contra Batman as it were, has the best graphics on the Nintendo Entertainment System, although I still think this game should have come to the Super Nintendo instead of the NES in '91. Why do people think the sewer stage is so amazing? It's Batman walking through, well, crap. Sega made the game after the comics, mainly after Neil Adams' work on Batman and Joker from the 70s and 80s. The game's plot had the Joker breaking out of Arkham, and Batman has to bring him back in. Sega's biggest mistake was, quote, improving the visuals and the control from the NES Return of the Joker. The end result? Epic failure. Releasing terrible controls, insanely difficult enemies, and the dorkiest Batman character model ever. Batman does not squat. At least this game didn't come to the Super Nintendo, and Return of the Joker started a slur of crappy Batman games to this day. It's very sad. Time for the bad aspect. Just because this is a well-designed stage doesn't mean I don't hate it. The witches that throw tornadoes at you, they're not necessary, you can't avoid the tornadoes, and they're really cheap. As a child, I hated this level with a passion. As an adult now, playing through it, I still don't like it. A new thing I've learned to hate recently is the elevator scenes, especially when you're low on health and you can't dodge those little bullets. Another thing I don't like about this game is the Joker's face is orange. It's supposed to be white. When I was a kid, I called this guy Joker Carrot Face. Another important inaccuracy is Batman doesn't use guns. Aside from the terrible things, the worst thing is Batman Return of the Joker stole from Contra. Don't believe me? You saw the chopper fleeing, then you saw the Batwing fleeing. Hence why many fans call it Contra Batman. Alright, time for the good aspect. Super Batman is an awesome power-up because if the bad guys have really been sticking it to you the game and making it very frustrating, when you get that super power-up, it's like really sticking it to them. This game may be a Contra clone, but that's not really a bad thing. Actually, it works in its favor. The boss battles in this game, they're a lot of fun, and the bosses are really weak, so it just makes it so much fun. The password system is great, especially when you want to skip a level that you absolutely hate. And I really did like the R-type shoot-'em-up level. Still, this game's difficulty is insane, and this game is not for everyone. So I would have to give this game a 5 out of 10. You gotta love Mark Hamill. Take that, Joker. You know I hate you with your orange face, carrot-faced man. Don't even look like the Joker. Anyway, the next review will actually be a co-op review with my lovely wife, The Adventures of Batman and Robin for the Genesis and the Super Nintendo. Make sure you guys go see The Dark Knight on July 18th in theaters. Well, God bless and happy gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe. See ya!